We just love this location. We wanted something really close to the park, and we wanted something to where we could walk downtown. We preferred having a quiet neighborhood, and this really matches all three of those. It's a lot more quiet than one might expect because there's not that much traffic that goes up Granite Street, especially up this far.
And there's a lot of sunshine in the house, lots of big windows, so it always feels warm and bright, which is really great. Well, we've had people come into the house and they're surprised that it's actually a new house because it's got so many craftsman type of features, a lot of wood, a lot of detail, the really warm Honduras mahogany floor, which has been really resilient as well as nice and warm looking, and how big it is. I think that there's a lot of very useful space, and so it's very comfortable for a couple or for a family with kids.
I think the three things that I really like about this house. One is we designed it for somebody that was in a wheelchair, and that's why we did put in the elevator. We also spent a little extra money to make sure that there was no step from the garage into the space. So I like that aspect of it. Just only having two woods in the house. We just use, as Susan mentioned, the Honduras mahogany and just vertical grain Douglas. So that's the only two woods that we use, and I really like that.
We actually used a kitchen designer to help us lay out all of the cupboards and the size of the island, all the different appliances. One of the things that was very important to us is when we entertain, everyone stays in the kitchen. And what has happened in past homes is that whoever's cooking, which is usually Rob, has his back to everyone who's having a good time. So on this, in this kitchen, we put the stove on one side of the island so that the cook is facing everyone who's enjoying the creation of the meal, and so he's a part of that party. But it's the old-fashioned type of sink, which is lovely. With the white. I spent a lot of time looking for this granite. It's called Green Eyes, and it looks to me like you are looking through the top of the water of a creek to the pebbles underneath, and so it's very calming. It has a lot of natural little imperfections, which I really enjoy. Master Suite was meant to give us a space to sleep, but also to enjoy the view of the park, all the greenery, all the light that comes from that second floor window, and allows us to really be away from it all. And that was especially important given that when we first moved in, we had two teenagers.
Yeah, the master bath is also kind of that same sort of refuge. It's very spacious. The guest suite is the thing that's probably used the most, especially during the summer, but also almost all year round. We have a lot of friends that are from the north or from the south that are going up, and vice versa, and this is just a great halfway point. So it's used a lot. The separate entrance is used a lot because people are coming in from the Shakespeare in the evenings, and we're already in bed when they come.
Nice, and I have to reflect. We enjoy hearing the creek. We leave the windows open pretty much from April, May on, and we wake to that and fall asleep to that noise. In the middle of the winter, my City of Ashland bill runs right around $220, and that includes electricity, water, all of the things that included in that, and then we have gas, and that runs, I think the most that's been about $230 in the middle of the winter as well, and that's for a very cold winter. And then both of those go, of course, at quite a bit. The Vista goes to almost nothing in the summer. The electricity will go up, but what we found is we can run the air conditioning till about 10, and as soon as the temperature gets to 80 outside, we open every window, and there's a beautiful cross draft from our bathroom all the way through the guest room, and we open all the windows, and then there's no air conditioning on all night long. And then we button everything up around 10, 11 the next day. We came here for a number of reasons. Two of them were the university, and I always wanted to teach when I retired, and so I teach. I've been teaching there for 8 years. And then the festival. We've been coming every season since 1981, every play, every year. Since we've moved here, there's been many other things for us to love, including the Ashland Independent Film Festival, which I attend every slot for 5 days running, sitting in the dark like a mushroom. And then the outdoors is the other area that we knew was here, but we have really appreciated it since moving here.
When we first arrived in the Rogue Valley, I golfed, I biked, I ran, and I did a lot of river rafting, and now I've kind of cut down to just running and river rafting. But there's so much to do here. Our trail system is incomparable to other areas. We can use our trails year-round versus they don't get muddy because of decomposed granite. So consequently, we have biking year-round, and certainly our running community makes use of the 20 or so miles of trails that we have, one of which is contiguous to our property here. And I can effectively run 30 or 40 miles without having to cross one road from here.